Central Blue Devils are led by head coach Craig Whitaker and assistant coach Ryan Hill. Your starters being non-starters for the Devils. Number 5, Andrew Hutchcroft. Number 10, Fabian Dempsey. Number 23, Caden Johnson. Number 25, Donovan Wakefield. Number 30, Antonio Hazen. Number 33, Jabari Terrell. And number 31, Colin Rush. Your sports scout answers are led by head coach Seamus Buddy, assistant coaches Dan Marceau, Matt Poyer, Stephen Nass, and Grant Graham. Your non-starters, number 0, Carson Davenport. Number 2, Drew Kilburn. Number 4, Oliver Hughes. Number 10, Cole Kilburn. Number 12, Ben Hughes. Number 14, Jackson Duffy. Number 15, Braden Walker. Number 21, Kenan Duffy. Number 30, Alex Hurtado. Injured at number 34, Nate Fenn. Number 44, Ben Belkin. Number 50, Alex Johnson. And number 52, Jacob Hawley.
Are you on yet or no?
And now your starters for tonight's matchup. First for Blue Devils, number 2, Marion Ellis. And your answer, number 2, for the Blue Devils, number 3, Amari Porter. And your answer, number 22, for the Blue Devils, number 11, John Miller. And your answer, number 24, for the Blue Devils, number 22, Caden Phillips. And your answer, number 32, Titan Anderson. For the Blue Devils, number 32, Dejon Greer. And your answer, number 1, Troy Allen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you will stand and direct your attention to the flag for the playing of the national anthem.
And we are ready here at the pit to play some basketball. We're now seconds away from tip-off. Great night for basketball here at the pit. as the coaches Seamus Buddy and Craig Wardinger say their final words to their players before they head out onto the court. And here we go. Caden Phillips and Trent Allard going to be going for the tip-off here. So we are just about ready to go here from the pit. And Phillips tips it back to Amari Porter. With it now John Miller. Inside Phillips. Gives it to Ellis. Phillips shoots the three. And in and out. Rebounded by Carter Markham. Here on the fast break, he's heading up the court. Slowing things down and pulling it back out. Here's Sam Kilberg with it now at the top of the key. Guarded by John Miller. Passing Trent Allard. Over to Carter Markham. Back up to Allard. Gives it to Island. Island with it now. He's guarded by Gear. Gives it to Sam Kilberg. Kilberg with it now. Gonna drive. Pulls it back out. And passes to the corner. Ty Anderson. Gives it back to Markham. Here's Island with it now, making a move and puts up a shot. That one rolling in and out. Amarion Ellis passing and three. Good from Amari Porter. This is an offense that you cannot allow those types of shots. They're going to hit them. Here's Sam Kilberg. Giving it to Trent Allard. Inside Ty Anderson. And whistle foul on Amarion Ellis.
Central foul on Amarion Ellis. His first, team first.
That's his first foul. And Central's first as well. Here's Markham with it now. Gives it to Kilberg. Sam Kilberg. Passing Carter Markham. Trent Allard, guarded by Phillips. And a foul called on Ellis. He's got two already. Not what Central wanted. Their best player in foul trouble. With another foul. Two fouls here in the first 2 minutes for Amarion Ellis. Inbounding it, Allard. Over to Markham. Markham gives it to Kilberg. He gives it to Anderson, and a traveling violation called on Kilberg. Here's Amari Porter passing Amarion Ellis. Gives it to John Miller. Miller with it now. Makes a move. Passing. Three. No good. Bounces off the rim. Rebounded by Ty Anderson. Gives it to Kilberg. Porter missing the three that time. North Scott defense allowing another open look there. Cannot do that. Ty Anderson shoots the three. That one bouncing off the rim. Rebounded by Landon Island. In the corner with it now. He is in trouble and gets the ball stolen. And no, there's going to be a jump ball. And possession going to stay with the Lancers. Nice job by the Lancers. That one poked free, staying with it and causing the jump ball. This Central team barely escaped a game against 0-6 Bettendorf on Tuesday. They only won by 7. We're trailing for a long time in that game. With it now. Moving it. Porter with it now. Setting things back up. Here, Ellis. He makes a move. Driving and charging foul! Ellis in foul trouble.
Number 2, Amarion Ellis. His third, team
Not a good sign for Central. And Marianne Ellis in foul trouble. That was one of my keys to the game. Find a way to stop Ellis, Miller, or Phillips. At least one of those guys, 1 to 2. And that's one way to do it. It's in foul trouble just 3 minutes into this ball game. And, oh, they're going to call an elbow foul on Allard. Looks like a flop to me. Phillips giving it to Porter. And puts up a shot. Oh, that was off the mark. Miller missing the three. That one rebounded and trying to save it. Sam Kilberg gets it. He shoots the three on the other end. Short. Gets his own rebound. And will slow things down, kick it back out. Inside, this is Ty Anderson losing control. Over to Sam Kilberg. He's going to drive into the corner. Landon Island shoots the three. He got it! 3 to 3. Took the Lancers over 4 minutes to get their first basket of the game. And now this is John Miller pulling it back out, passing it. This is Johnson. And driving, and oh! Missing that shot here on the fast break. This is Kilberg, missing the layup, put back by Ty Anderson. And the Lancers go up 5-3. Quick inbound, and now slowing things down, John Miller. And he shoots, and that one bounces off the front rim, and North's got ball. Markham coming out of that with it. Here's Sam Kilberg passing. This is Carter Markham. And outside Allard corner, and Island gets the three to go. 8 to 3, timeout Blue Devils. Landon Island. 2 key threes get the Lancers off to a fast start. 8 to 3 the score. During the timeout, I'd like to give a quick shout out to Ruby Buddy. In 57 seconds. To go now in the first quarter. Lancers lead the Blue Devils 8 to 3. As we get things going, this is Porter passing. And now John Miller over three. Good! Dejan Gear. On the other end, here are the Lancers. Trent Allard. Inside, Ty Anderson. He will be fouled on the shot. We'll send him to the line. He'll be shooting 2. Eight to 6 the score. Anderson has 2 tonight. Trying to add on to the Lancer lead here with the free throws. Gets the first one to go. Makes it 9 to 6. Christmas coming up. I asked Ty Anderson what he wants. Said a pair of new shoes. Right there, he hits the second free throw. John Miller, 10-6, the Lancer lead. Miller with it now, kicks it out, and Johnson called for a traveling violation. Caden Johnson getting there. Traveling as he made a move to try to get into the lane. Lancer ball. Sam Kielberg with it now, setting things up for the Lancers. Giving it Ty Anderson. Carter Markham with it now. Dribbles back out, passing to Sam Kielberg. Kielberg passes into Trent Allard, who is called for traveling. Looks like there's a foul there. They're going to call traveling on Trent Allard. Here's Johnson. And John Miller shoots a deep three, and that one is no good. And what a play there. Smart basketball. Dejan Greer. See, threw it off Ty Anderson and ricocheted off of him out of bounds. Quick thinking and great execution there on that play. Here's Phillips passing. Central, good ball movement here. Caden Phillips, he's gonna drive, puts up a shot, no good. Phillips still scoreless in this one. Here's Landon Island getting into the lane and is called for charging. Foul on Island. That's his first foul. And the shot, no good from Porter. Sam Kielberg passing to Ty Anderson. And Kielberg again with it now. Holding the ball at the top of the key. Makes a move and passes outside. Carter Markham driving. Gives it to Allard, who shoots the three. No good. And over the back called on Landon Island. 16.4 seconds remain now in the first quarter. Lancers lead Davenport Central 10-6. And Cannon Guffey checking in now for the Lancers. Haven't seen much from him this year. We'll see what he can do now. Checking in for Island, and that will take us into the end of the first quarter. The Lancers lead the Blue Devils 10-6, heading into the second. Packed house here at the pit today. Very colorful student section there. Not an empty seat in sight. As it's great December basketball. This is North Scouts' last game until the end of winter break. So it'll be a long stretch without basketball here coming up, but we have been treated to some really good basketball starting the season.
Starting the second quarter for Davenport Central will be Caden Phillips, Marion Ellis, John Miller.
Marion Ellis checking back in for Central.
Cole Kilber, Trent Allard, Ty Anderson, Carter Markham, and Sam Kilber.
Cole Kilberg checking in for the Lancers now. This is Caden Phillips shooting the three. No good as it bounces out of bounds. Lancer ball. Porter putting pressure on Sam Kilberg as he dribbles the ball up the court. Makes a move, passing to his brother Cole. Here's Sam Kilberg, giving it to Carter Markham. Back to Sam. Cole Kilberg shoots the three. No good. That'll be rebounded by Greer on the fast break. This is Phillips. Passing and charging foul on Caden Phillips. Three guys that talked about the Lancers wanting to keep from doing much in this game. John Miller, Caden Phillips, and Marion Ellis. None of them have a basket up to this point. Central really struggling to get anything going offensively. And John Miller on the other end, in and out on the three-point shot. The Lancers have heavily relied on Sam Kilberg and Ty Anderson this year. Anderson with 4 points, Kilberg with none so far. Lancers coming off of a blowout win versus Clinton on Saturday. A comeback win over Rock Island. They only won by 3. They were down by 13 at one point in the game. That was an amazing comeback. Inside, Allard gives it to Anderson, who drives. Layup, good on the roll! Ty Anderson makes this game 12-6. This is Marion Ellis into Caden Phillips, who gets his shot blocked by Trent Allard. They're going to call a foul on him, and it will send Phillips to the line. That is Allard's. No, they're going to call it on Ty Anderson. That's his first, Lancer's fourth. So that will send Caden Phillips to the line. And he gets the first free throw to go. His first point of the game. Central student section, decked up in Christmas gear today. So we are 5 days from the holiday. Here's Sam Kilberg. And three from the corner, good! Sam Kilberg gets that one to go. Central in the tempo going as that was a pretty fast shot attempt there. Could not get the three to go, rushed it. So on the other end, Sam Kilberg slowing things down. Lancers lead 15-6. Gets it into the corner. Sam Kilberg can't get the three to go. Rebounded by Ty Anderson. Put back no good. Puts it back again. That one is good. 17-6. The score with 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And a three, Marion Ellis. His first basket of the game, stolen by John Miller. And outside Ellis, he's going to drive, passing John Miller. Gets it over to Greer. Missing his shot is going to foul Sam Kilberg. Dejan Greer with his first foul of the game. Marion Ellis for Central has 3 fouls. Caden Phillips with 2. Those two really key parts of Central's game. Phillips 1 foul away from joining Ellis in foul trouble. In the corner, this is Kilberg. Puts up a shot. He got it! 19-11 the score. Sorry about that. And the three, no good. Here's Ty Anderson, he's gonna shoot the three, he got it! And the Lancers take an 11-point lead. Heading into the timeout, Lancers lead 22-11 with 3:59 remaining in the second quarter. Lancers off to a fast start in this one in the second quarter. Blue Devils been playing a lot of comeback though this year. They're 4-2, but are a really good offensive team. If their offense gets going, they could get back in this game and maybe tie it up by halftime. Central ball coming out of the timeout now. Trying to keep the clock from running there by rolling it. And here's John Miller with it now. Passing, this is a Mariana Ellis. Takes it back up to the top of the key. He gives it. Porter. Back to Miller. Guarded by Markham. John Miller passing a Mariana Ellis. Before he can shoot, a foul called on Central, probably an illegal screen there. I didn't exactly see what happened as I was focused on Ellis. From the sound and Kilberg on the ground, that's my guess. And here's John Miller on the other end, driving, lays it in to make it a 22-13 game. Lancers lead. Central shooting a lot of threes. As in previous games, when they get going, those threes fall. Tonight, luck not on their side. A lot of fouls here early on. Here's Ty Anderson passing. Cole Kilberg shoots the three. He got it! Lancer student section chanting, he's a freshman. He's a very talented one. He can shoot. Here's Porter. His shot short. And there's going to be a jump ball called. And it's Lancer ball. Here's Sam Kilberg. Central really has relied on their offense this year, and as in their 2 games they've lost, they just could not get their offense going. And a pass inaccurate and out of bounds there. Gives the Blue Devils possession here with 1:55 to go in the second quarter. Lancers lead 25-13. Pass, this is a Marion Ellis at the top of the key. He drives, loses control of the ball, picked up by Ty Anderson. Kilberg bringing the ball up the court. On the other end, this is Sam Kilberg with it now. Passing to Allard. Kilberg. Screen placed by Allard, and Kilberg takes it. And an illegal screen called by Allard as he was not in position right there.
Offensive foul on Trent Allard. His second.
That's Allard's second foul. Cannon Guffey checking in for Allard as Island, he picked up his second foul early on in the first quarter. We have not seen him since. Central, with their players in foul trouble, they have Amarion Ellis out there with 3. They heavily rely on him too, and they're keeping him in the game. Lancers staying much more, making sure that they keep him later on.
Lancer foul on Cannon Guffey.
Cannon Guffey picks up the foul there,
For 2.
sending Caden Phillips to the line. His first free throw, good. To make it 25-14, 59.3 seconds remain now in the second quarter. Phillips misses the second free throw, rebounded by Sam Kilberg. Passing to Ty Anderson, who will bring the ball up the court. Here's Ty Anderson. He gives to Sam Kilberg, back to Anderson. And his pass stolen on the other end. Amarion Ellis gets fouled by Ty Anderson.
Bench foul on Ty Anderson. His second. Team 7.
Checking in now for the Lancers, Ben Belkin. So they take Anderson out of the game. North Scott using more subs than they normally do, as they have 3 guys on the bench that are key parts of their game. Anderson, Allard, and Island. Allard, key down there and towards the hoop. Island, sharpshooter. And now Anderson checking back in. 29.7 seconds remain now in the second quarter. Here's Ty Anderson bringing the ball up the court. He's going to dribble, passing to Cannon Guffey. Lancers lead 25-16. Screen set by Anderson. Sam Kilberg with it now. He pulls up for the 3. He got it! Sam Kilberg makes it 28-16. Chucks up a half-court shot. Short. And that will take us into halftime. The North Scott Lancers lead the Central Blue Devils 28-16 heading into the half. And I will return for the third quarter. Thanks for tuning in to North Scott Sports Network, as at the half the Lancers lead the Blue Devils by a score of 28-16. Hello. Thanks again for tuning in to North Scott Sports Network. And looking back on the first half now, it has been really interesting to see what is, transpired here in the first half. As going into the game, I said the keys mainly were Mariana Ellis. We're keeping Mariana Ellis, John Miller, and Caden Phillips in check for Central as they score the majority of their points. And those three guys in this one have been held to only 10 points. And that's still over half of the Blue Devils' points. So North Scott doing a good job of keeping those three from doing much. And the results have really showed in a good way as the Lancers lead by 12. Offensively, few Lancers with 2 fouls and in a bit of foul trouble. Ty Anderson, Landon Island, and Trent Allard among those guys. We'll most likely see him back in the game to start the second half as the Lancers take the court now with 1 minute and 30 seconds left in halftime. Some former Lancers in attendance today: Tavy Seals, Reese Summers, and Riley Rucker have been spotted in the crowd today. Welcome home. All three of them key players in their time here. And Central, going to be interesting to see them. They also have some guys in foul trouble too, as Marion Ellis right down there. 3 fouls in this one, which has limited him. But when he has been playing, he does have 5 points. He had 25 against Bettendorf and was key to their comeback. But maybe those 3 fouls are going to force him to play a little less aggressive. We'll see what he does with those fouls here in the second half, as we are now 25 seconds away from the third quarter. So Lancers huddling up. And the big thing for them here in the second half, keep what they're doing defensively up, get their offense going a little bit more. There have been a lot of turnovers offensively. Cut down on those a little bit, and the Lancers can really take control of this game and put them away. We'll see what they do about that here, as we are just moments away now from the second half. Thanks for tuning in to North Scott Sports Network. Again, I'm Noah Schlicksup, bringing you live coverage of this game. And as always, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Nobody and Nothing. Thanks for sponsoring this video. And follow me on Twitter at Schlick Sports. Have updates, analysis, and more on that page. As here we go. Starting the third quarter, Lancers lead the Blue Devils currently 28-16. As the Blue Devils take possession. Here driving, passing. Phillips lays it in. 28-18. And Blue Devils showing the press here coming out of the half. Inside Phillips, he gets it to go. Lancers might want to call timeout here, settle things down, figure out how to break the press. Kilberg in trouble, gonna bring this one up the court. He gets it across half court as the pressure drops off. Here's Sam Kilberg with it now. Passing to Anderson. Ty Anderson with it now. Driving and fouled. And it'll send him to the line to shoot 2. That one on Porter. His first foul. Ty Anderson as he gets the first free throw to go. He's got 12 in this one. Ready for the second free throw. It's up and it's good. Lancers lead 30-20. Here's Amari Porter now. Central passing it around. Driving. John Miller. His shot. Short as he's fouled. It'll send him to the line. Scott again. Starting here in the second half. And those guys, Phillips, Miller, Ellis, have an effect on this game. It's gonna get interesting. Miller, short on the second free throw as they're passing up the court. Markham passing Anderson, lays it in! 32-20. Now, this is Ellis, and he shoots the three, no good, and it goes out of bounds. Possession going to the Lancers. Lancers gonna trying to break the press. So they inbound it. It's Kilberg as he's going to dribble this one up the court. Lancers lead 32-20. Passing. This is Allard with it now. Covered by Greer. Sam Kilberg passing. Carter Markham with it now. Guarded by John Miller. Markham at the top of the key passing. Ty Anderson makes a move towards the lane and fouled on the shot. And no, they're going to call it on Ty Anderson. That's his third foul. Didn't look like he was in position there, but Central ball nonetheless. Here's Amarion Ellis. He passes, and from the corner, Greer passing back to Porter. Porter gonna drive, and charging foul called on Sam Kilberg. Another one where I wasn't quite sure if they were in position. Couple interesting calls here. Past two drives. Possessions. Here's Sam Kilberg passing to Carter Markham. Top of the key, Allard passing Kilberg. Here's Anderson as he is fouled on the shot. We'll send him to the line. Really physical down there. A lot of guys getting banged up. Rough falls. Been a lot of them down there. Just hope everyone's all right at the end of the game. Ty Anderson gets the first free throw to go. He's got 16 points now in this one. Lancers lead 33-20. Anderson short on the second free throw as it's rebounded by Central. Here's Amarion Ellis with it now. Passing, this is Caden Phillips. Outside, puts up a three. Long. Lancers on the fast break, and Anderson able to lay it in. $35-20. And the floater got it, Amarion Ellis. snooze loose. Or untied. 35-22 the score. Lancers lead the Blue Devils by 13 here with 4 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the third quarter. Central three main guys, 2 of them juniors. Caden Phillips, senior, Amarion Ellis, and John Miller, juniors. Here's Allard as he'll inbound to Landon Island. Island gets his pass poked out of bounds. Lancers got to find a way to break the press because they're doing it ineffectively, really, and probably going to be called for an 8-second violation, trying to get over half court. Kilberg bringing the ball up the court. Always get a little worried right now when he slows things down coming up the court. But of course, that's not what the press wants. It's easier to play in the press when you slow things down and can read it better. Here's Carter Markham passing to Allard. And foul going to be called on John Miller.
Foul on John Miller.
That's his second.
His second, team 4 for the half.
Backcourt inbound now to Sam Kilberg. Kilberg behind the back makes some moves inside, and the pass tipped, and possession going to be given to the Lancers. Out of bounds there on Miller. Here's Sam Kilberg with it now. Dribbling outside, makes a move to the corner. Carter Markham shoots the 3. Short. On the other end, this is Caden Phillips passing. Outside, this is Ellis. John Miller. Greer. And the 3 from Phillips. He got it! 10-point game, Lancers lead 35-25, 3 minutes to go now in the third quarter. It's been a low-scoring game. It's going to be a foul called on Caden Phillips, and that'll put him into foul trouble at 3 fouls. Here's Ty Anderson, inbounding it to Allard. Back to Kilberg. Kilberg with it now. He's in trouble passing to Island. Island gets this across half court, and that one tipped up, and he slapped him in the face. Nothing called, and John Miller ends up with it. There's a foul called. This game's getting messy.
That's a foul on Landon Island.
Of course, it's a rivalry,
John Miller, 1-2.
but this is getting a little dirty, and a lot of things being let slide by the officials. John Miller gets the first free throw to go. And the second. 35-27. Inbounding it, Trent Allard. And now over to Anderson. Anderson passing to Kilberg, who slows things down. Sam Kilberg with it now. Making a move. He's going to drive and back outside. In the corner, Kilberg. With it now passing Ty Anderson. Dribbles it back out. Lancers can't seem to figure out the second half defense. Is Kilberg right there. Called for the charging foul? Wow. Here's Marion Ellis. And he loses control of the ball. Luckily for Central, Amari Porter there. And Phillips shoots the three off the back of the rim, rebounded by Carter Markham. Sam Kilberg with it now. Passing. Trent Allard. Passing. Ty Anderson dribbling into the lane. He brings it back out. Here's Carter Markham. He passes back to Ty Anderson. This is control. Passing to Sam Kilberg. Shoots the corner three. No good. On the other end, John Miller. Over Ellis. Driving. Floater. Got it. 35-29 the score. 6-point game. Allard passing. On the other end. Here's Island. In the lane, nice job avoiding the charge there. 30 seconds to go now in the third quarter. Kilberg passing to Anderson. Ty Anderson. Just in front of the, now on the half-court logo, passing Sam Kilberg. 15 seconds to go now in the third quarter. 10 seconds to go now in the third quarter. Kilberg shoots the three. He got it! Sam Kilberg. 3 seconds to go. 2, 1. Buzzer beater. No good. The Lancers lead Davenport Central by a score of 38-29. Heading into the fourth quarter. Wow. This is getting kind of messy. I've said that a couple times in this broadcast, but jeez. A lot of dirty plays and poor offense and good defense at the same time. We get ready now for the fourth quarter. Very tense feeling here in the building. Second half. It's been very interesting here. As a lot of pressure being put on the Lancers offense. As you can see, they...
Dad, I'm done after this.
And a full court press. Really, Lancers having a tough time in their offense set up because of it. Here's Sam Kilberg with it now, top of the key, passing to Ty Anderson. Anderson over to Landon Island. Island with it now, makes a move, passes it inside to Anderson, covered by Ellis. Passing Allard, fouled on the shot. That'll send him to the line. He'll be shooting two. Two key free throws here. Foul on Amari Porter. Make it his third foul. Every Blue Devils player in right now has at least 2 fouls, 3 of them with 3 fouls. On the Lancers, they have 2 players in with 3 fouls, 1 with 2, and then 2 with 1. Allard, after hitting the first free throw, has a chance to make this an 11-point game. And he does, 40-29. Amari Porter passing to Marion Ellis. Ellis with it now outside. Gives it to Porter. In the corner, Greer missing the three. That one, he saves. This is Porter with it now. Puts up a floater, no good. Here's Ty Anderson with it now. Passes across the court. His pass stolen by John Miller. Miller, traveling violation called there. She took multiple steps down there in the lane. Here's Trent Allard. Passing, this is Landon Island with it now. Over to Carter Markham. Ty Anderson on the other end of the court. Here are the Lancers. Trent Allard, he loses control of the ball. And traveling violation called on Allard. 40-29. Again, the score, an 11-point game. John Miller over to Marion Ellis. Ellis out to Porter. Porter. Next. Ellis with the now driving, charging foul. Called on Ellis. That will be his fourth foul. As he will stay in this game. Trent Allard checks out for the Lancers. Cole Kilberg comes in. Sam Kilberg with it now. Makes a move. Passing, this is Carter Markham. Passing, this is Sam Kilberg driving. Layup, no good. On the fast break, here's Phillips as he does not get it to go. The attempted alley-oop, not even close. And the three on the other end, Cole Kilberg gets it to go. 43-29. He's got 6. John Miller passing, this is Greer. He's gonna drive from the corner. Caden Phillips does not get it to go. And rebound goes to Central, foul called, and it's going to be on a Marion Ellis. He's got 5. If you heard that, I apologize for the language. The background, as he fouls out, and that might be costly for Central as their best player has just fouled out of the ballgame. And they're discussing in midcourt, and it's going to be an inbound for the Lancers. Davenport Central just took a big blow right there. And again, I apologize if you heard that in the background. Here's Sam Kilberg on the other end passing to Landon Island. Landon Island with it now. Passing, this is Carter Markham. 43-29, 5 minutes to go. Lancers lead in the fourth quarter. Landon Island with it now. Passing. Ty Anderson with it now. Outside. He's going gonna drive and layup, foul. And they're gonna call it charging on Ty Anderson. That's his 4th foul. And they're gonna keep him into the game. And they're gonna keep him in the game. And now Ty Anderson, the Lancers, one of the Lancers' best players, in danger of fouling out of this ball game for the Lancers. 14-point North Scout lead. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go now in the 4th quarter. 3 from John Miller. He got it! 43-32. Anderson inbounding it. Sam Kilberg. Ty Anderson with it now. As he comes up the court. Passing. Corner 3. Cole Kilberg! Gets it to go. The freshman having a night. He's got 9. John Miller on the other end. Shot way off target and a foul.
That's a foul?
Called on Amari Porter. That's his 4th. And another Blue Devil in danger of fouling out of this ball game. So Ty Anderson going to be shooting 2, I believe. No, 1 and 1. He gets the first free throw to fall. Lancers lead 48-32. Ty Anderson now with 19 points. He checks out of this ball game with 4 fouls. 48-32, Lancers lead. Now by 16. Three minutes, 49 seconds to go. And that one, no good. Rebound, got it. Dejan Greer. 14 points, the Lancer lead. And now, this is Sam Kilberg, passing to Cole Kilberg. Just over 3 minutes to play. This is Cannon Guffey with it now. To Cole Kilberg. He's guarded closely by Johnson. Makes a move! Nice move there to avoid that from being stolen. Sam Kilberg now. Passing, this is Landon Island. Over to Cole Kilberg. Cole Kilberg gonna drive, passing to the corner. Cannon Guffey hits the 3! 51-34, Lancers lead by 17. John Miller passing. Miller. Passing. And charging foul on Miller. He's now got 3. Two minutes, 14 seconds to go now. As Ty Anderson checks back in for the Lancers. This one, I have a feeling not quite over yet, but the Lancers closing in on a possible victory. Just got to make sure that they keep this one from getting away from them. Even though it's a 17-point game, there's just a feeling in my gut that says that this one may not be over. Student section thinks that though. There's going to be a timeout called by Central as Dejan Greer on the foul currently there. 51-34. Again, the score here. There are 2 minutes and 14 seconds to go now in the fourth quarter. It's been an interesting game here in this one. The Lancers have been in control though almost all the game. Almost the whole game, and
You're doing it next game.
certainly been a confusing game as well. A lot of fouls. Here in this one. Can be a nasty rivalry sometimes. North Scott though having a really good season so far. Great offense, great defense so far this year. Some people heading for the exits, trying to beat the traffic here. Make sure to check my Twitter page, Schlick Sports. That's SCHLICK Sports. For post-game interviews here at the pit. On the other end, this is Central with it now. Caden Phillips puts up a shot off the back rim and rebounded by Ty Anderson. He passes this one to Carter Markham. Markham dribbling outside and stolen by John Miller. And foul called and some words being exchanged down there. Foul on Carter Markham. And there's still something being figured out down there. Minute 46 seconds to go now in the fourth quarter. On the other end with it now, Cole Kilberg passing to Ty Anderson. Over to Carter Markham. Markham to Sam Kilberg. Ty Anderson still with it. Over to Landon Island. Cole Kilberg with it now. As he timeout called by the Lancers. A minute and 9 seconds now to go in this game.
Still missing a cell phone. Make sure you come to the scorer's table to claim it.
Well, this one just about in the books. Lancers lead the Blue Devils by a score of 51-34 here with a minute and 9 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Lancers really pulled away here in the fourth as it was a really good battle there in the first three quarters, even though the Lancers would lead by 10 at times. Still a really good game, competitive, a bit dirty though again. Here's Sam Kilberg passing to Ty Anderson. Under a minute to go now So Lancers trying to drain the clock. There's Carter Markham passing to Ty Anderson over to Cole Kilberg. After being tipped, there's going to be a foul. Oh, sorry, I didn't move the camera for that. They're going to foul intentionally. I don't see why you do that. This game is over. .1 seconds to go now in the fourth quarter. Carter Markham at the line.
Double foul on Amari Porter. That's his fifth.
In this one, Ty Anderson finishing with 19 points. Sam Kilberg with 11. And a lot of other guys pitching in as well tonight too. Cole Kilberg with 9 points, coming off of 3 huge threes for the Lancers. As checking in for the Lancers now, Jackson and Cannon Guffey. And 3 from John Miller, short. And Sam Kilberg on the other end and lays it in. Alex Johnson. And it's going to be a foul on Dejon Greer. 21.2 seconds now to go in the fourth quarter. The Lancers lead the Blue Devils by 20, 54-34. As Braden Walker checks in now for Landon Island, Alex Herdero for Sam Kilberg. Bounding the ball. Braden Walker with it now. And 3! Herdero missing there. Rebounded by Jackson Guffey. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. And that will do it. Here as the Lancers take this one 54-34. Here from the pit. Thanks for tuning in to North Scott Sports Network. As again, the Lancers win this one 54-34 over the Davenport Central Blue Devils. And good night from Eldred.